From the ongoing pandemic to racial tension and unrest, the world we are living in today is packed with stress. Our medical expert, Dr. Cedrek McFadden, is joining us today to talk a little bit about all of this stress and how we can manage it and how it impacts our health. But let's start with what the stress is. What is stress?
So stress is a normal part of many of our lives, especially with COVID and everything that's going on right now with social unrest. It's a biological response to increasing demand. Your body releases hormones, whether it be cortisol or adrenaline, that gets your body ready to take action. Okay, so not all stress is considered bad stress.
Okay.
There's short-term stress, like the stress you may have before an exam or meeting a deadline or speaking live on television. That type of stress is generally harmless, but it's that chronic, long-lasting stress that can increase your risk for other health problems and diseases.
So how does it manifest itself in us? Like what are the symptoms? What are the signs that we have a problem?
So you can see signs in your body, in your mind, and in your actions. In your body, you may see headaches, chest pain, muscle fatigue. You may see GI upset or sleep disturbances. In your mind, you may feel anxiety or depression. You may even see that your behaviors become a little bit different. Maybe you're sleeping more or sleeping less. Perhaps you're eating more or eating less. Or you may lash out or have outbursts that you otherwise would not have.
So when it comes to chronic stress, you say it's lasting for long periods of time is when you have to worry. What does that do to you long term? I mean, what impacts can you really have health-wise?
And that's where it's dangerous, because it can increase your risk for chronic illnesses, diabetes, hypertension, obesity. It can increase your risk of getting infections because your immune system can be weakened with prolonged chronic stress. It also can influence you having skin disorders, mood disorders, and overall feelings of burnout.
And if you can't remove the stress, that's kind of the crazy situation we're in, right? You can't remove the pandemic. You can't remove the social tensions that are underway right now. So how do you cope?
So there are some things that you can do. You have control over perhaps the things that you do on a daily basis, whether it be sleeping well, eating well, and exercising. There's a lot of biology behind exercise and the hormones that are released that can be relaxing for your body. So don't underestimate the power of just taking a walk or going on a run. Additionally, knowing what your triggers may be. If you know that you're somebody that responds with stress, with deadlines, perhaps giving yourself some extra lead-in time to deal with it. So identifying what your triggers may be helpful to identify and move forward.
And what about medical options for this? If the exercise isn't the answer, it doesn't do enough, do you have to be treated for stress, so to speak?
So if you find that you're overwhelmed and none of the relaxation, the exercises, those things are helping, you may need to seek medical attention. And there may not be actually calls for medications. There may just be cognitive behavioral therapy that you may benefit from. They may help you do some meditation or yoga and those sorts of deep breathing exercises. But medications can be helpful, but I caution everyone, if you're becoming overwhelmed or even feeling suicidal or chronically depressed, please seek help and don't try to do this on your own.
Yeah. There are resources in our community. There is a toll-free number if you get on the web and search the suicide hotline number. It's always there. It comes right to the top of the page.
Correct.
But there are people standing by right now that can help.
Correct. And the key is recognizing that this is very common. And unfortunately,
you're not alone.
Unfortunately, we're compounding stress on top of stress, which leads to chronic illnesses that we have to address so that we do not compound other medical problems.
Dr. Cedrek McFadden, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're watching Carolina's Family at 4. We're coming right back with more.